a pepper. And I think that does. So that is the pepper. That's not the photograph. I can turn the photograph off. So I hope you agree that that's kind of neat. Now, I have to put a background in. I'm going to click on my background layer, and I have a technique for this. I'll draw a rectangle in there for my background. And my technique for the background is to sample just a few colors from the true background. So I'll go into this Command Y view again, and I'll decide what are like 3 or 4 tones that my background is going to have. There's my darkest, mid-tone, and highlight colors. I'm going to fill it with the mid-tone color. And then what I do is I go in to Command Y, I look at, let's see, there's a hard shadow here. It blends out to real dark over here. So I'm going to need a gradient mesh line that goes right down the edge of this fruit and out this way. And then I'm going to need another gradient mesh line. I'm going to go to my gradient mesh tool. I can't add a gradient mesh line here, but if I hit Command Y and go into preview, I can add a gradient mesh line right here. Let's try that, see what we get. I'll go back to Command Y, open up my swatches panel, and I'll take my white arrow, I'll click on this and tell it to be the darkest color. Click on this spot, tell it to be the darkest color for my background. Out here I'll make this my highlight color. What do you think of that? I'm going to do this trick. I'm going to click here, and I don't want it to be full highlight. I'm going to hit Command Z. Instead, I'm going to use the eyedropper to sample some color right from the background out here, some middle highlight color to make it a little bit lighter, but not quite as light as my highlight color. Same thing there. I'll grab some lightish color there. And I can move my color around like that. Does that make sense? I'm selecting colors right from my gradient mesh itself. So work on that and get it just right. And then we need to work on the stem. You could do a gradient mesh on the stem, but I think it works nicer if you just draw a bunch of shapes in here with gradients in them. It makes the stem look much more woody. So here's the stem I created. It took a while. My stem layer needs to be down below my pepper layer to put it in the right spot. So I hope you agree. So I did the stem that way because I think it looks more woody than if you make it with a gradient mesh, it looks all smooth. So there's the pepper done. I hope you'll agree that it turned out okay, and I hope you think the gradient mesh tool is a lot of fun and someone pays you lots of money to draw stuff with it. Thanks.